Hi, this is Reagan Ram, and
Hey.
I have a special guest today on this video series, my fantastic mother,
Yeah.
Paula
Bless her.
Ram, the online business expert that she is. And today we're going to be talking about how blogging can help you build your network marketing business and what to do if you don't have a blog yet. So this topic was inspired by a question we got in the group, um, which was asking if you build your own brand and stress that and get likes for that, are you just hoping they will like your network marketing business too? In other words, if you're building your blog about a topic separate from your network marketing business, then are you just kind of hoping that people will end up liking your business too, or creating customers through your direct sales business as well? So what do you think about that?
So it's more than hoping. It is a less direct way to reach your fans and your customers, but it's more than hoping. It's definitely strategic, a strategic way that works. But it's just not direct. It is indirect,
Right.
but it still works.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the ways then that we can use having how can having a brand, your own blog, then help you make sales with your
So
direct sales business?
the main thing with a blog is that you are giving people value and you are building relationships with people so that they can get to know you and they get to like you and trust you, so that you're just not some stranger on the internet trying to take your money, that they know who you are. And so through this blog, you're developing relationships with people, and you actually are helping them solve their problems and giving them value. And so then occasionally you might want to do a post about your product, your direct sales company, um, or you might have a sidebar ad. And when you do, people are more likely to listen to you because they know who you are. You've already helped them. And so you might already have some loyal followers that would be more likely to buy. And there's like many ways you can reach your followers. Like one would be like just having a work with us tab or work with us page on your blog. So they're like, hey, I wonder what they're doing. I want to work with them. And they can contact you that way. And then, like I said, there could be a cyber ad. You could do giveaways. What am I missing?
Right. Well,
Emails
yeah.
is a big one. In your email, you can talk about your direct sales company to your blog list. Now, this is separate from your direct sales customer list. You'll want to keep
Right.
those two separate. So when you're building your brand about whatever topic that you are passionate about,
Yeah.
that will be a separate list.
Right.
And you don't want to be selling on it every
Right.
post
I mean,
or every email.
you want your blog to kind of be related to whatever your direct sales business is, because like if I had a blog about audio engineering, it'd be kind of weird for me to sell hair products, right?
Right.
So
You never know.
But so
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but ideally that's what I think what works best is when you kind of it's all kind of related. So if your blog is kind of about like health and wellness and lifestyle, then you could easily, sell
Essential oils.
essential
or,
oils or
Beachbody, or I shouldn't
Yeah.
mention any names, but
Yeah. different
exercise programs
Right,
or
'cause
supplement companies.
Right, 'cause
that would
those
be
all-
great to have a health blog about.
right, and that
And if you're selling that product, you should be passionate about
right,
it.
right, because why would you want to be selling a product that you don't believe in or you're not passionate about? So that's kind of what we're talking about when we're talking about building your own blog, your own brand. It's not going to be a blog just about your direct sales business, because that's just, first of all, people don't want to read a blog about that because it's basically all sales information. It's not helping them. And secondly, it's not really a stable method because direct sales businesses come and go. And then thirdly, also, if you have your own brand and your own blog and your own following, then you can sell anything really. You can sell products from multiple direct sales businesses, or you can even sell your own products.
And a fourth thing about not having a blog just about your direct sales company or network marketing company is it might be against your company rules. So
Yeah, that too.
I can't speak for all companies, but I know with the one we're with, we can't have just a blog just about our product. And again, you wouldn't want to have one just about your product anyway, because you're not really giving people value. I mean, we think we're giving them value because we think they really need our product, but people are always, they read stuff thinking, what's in this for me? How is this going to help me? And then if it's not, they're out of there. They're not going to read your blog.
This goes back to the native advertising that I talked about in a previous video, is the content itself has to be valuable by itself. So them reading about a product isn't helpful to them. It's only helpful to them if they actually get the product. The product is helpful, but the actual post content isn't helpful if it's just about a product. So that's where you can write posts that maybe it's a post on like productivity, how to have a more productive day, or save time, ways to save time getting ready in the morning or something, and you list these different ways to save time, and one of them could be your product if your product helps save time or something in the morning. And so that's just one example of kind of like a passive way to promote it. And then another thing could be actually sending an email out to your actually blog following list, like letting them know about your opportunity and why it's a good opportunity, and mixed in with other email content that's helpful and provides value. So
right, one example earlier this week we got in the lab was someone who had a tea business and a tea direct sales. And for this person, if they started a blog, they would want to write articles not all on why you should buy my brand of tea, because that would get old really fast. You want helpful content like what are the health benefits of matcha green tea, or what tea helps me lose the most inches in the least amount of time, or which tea gives me energy. Now those are posts people would click on and want to read, and they would receive value from whether they bought your tea or not. But of course you would have a link in there saying, hey, this is a tea I recommend, and come check it out if you're interested. So it's not a high pressure sales thing. It's just you're offering value, and hey, check out this recommendation for the tea I recommend. So that's one example of a specific product. So
and you could even expand that to include more articles on wellness or even lifestyle, because that all kind of goes together. So you don't have to make it just about tea if you're selling tea. So there's
any healthy lifestyle or family or anything like that. And so the good thing with having your own blog about healthy living or family, whatever, is that then you can use paid advertising methods. So this is when you could,
because some direct sales businesses don't let you run Facebook ads or likes campaigns.
Exactly. You don't want to have an ad out there on Facebook just for your product, because that's usually against rules. And again, it's just not as effective. People see it, they tune out ads.
Right.
There's so much in people's news feeds today. They just scroll on past, and if they see something that looks like you're selling something, they're just going to scroll on past. But if it's a helpful blog post that they're really interested in, they are going to stop and they're going to click and they're going to read it.
Right.
So I would click on that, tea, what'll give you energy or lose inches. I'll check that out.
And then if it's right there is an easy link to some tea that you can buy right there in the article that would do what it's talking about, then that's where you get people buying.
Right. So you're not putting an ad for buy my matcha tea, it is awesome, whatever, right in Facebook. It won't get seen. So you're directing people to helpful blog posts that will give them good value and content that actually they'll be glad they clicked on it, and they won't feel like they've just been sold to or it's just a spam, that they've actually gotten value from it.
Right. And then did we talk about the Work With Us page already in this video?
I just briefly talked about that, not a lot.
All right. Well, but we probably should move on to other strategies. But anyway, there's a lot of ways you can use your blog and building a brand to help your network marketing business. But what if you don't have a blog yet? What should you do in the meantime?
I just thought of one more thing with that other topic.
Okay.
So, just one more thing.
The glare is really strong. I can't even see you.
Am I there? Can you see me?
I think so.
Okay. So
sun came out.
Another good thing, strategy to use with your blog is to create curiosity. So in the tea example, you were kind of coming right out and recommending your tea, but you could just maybe be telling your story about your experience in your direct sales company and something like that, or what you've learned through that. And don't even mention what your direct sales company is, and let that build curiosity in your readers. And you will have people flooding to you. They'll be dying to know what your direct sales company is and want to know more about it. So we've done that recently, and have gotten at least 20-25 people contacting us saying, tell me more, what direct sales company are you with? So you don't even have to say it right out, but it just creates curiosity from other content or helpful things you've talked about, or your personal experience, like maybe like with your family working together or something like that. Or
Right, because people
you gotta
buy
get
from
creative
people.
on how to tie it together. Get creative with how you can relate your blog posts in some way to your product.
Right, and we're still
And you don't
learning.
even-
We're still learning and finding new ways to use
Right.
it. So
Right.
yeah. So then,
Okay,
what do you
so-
do if you don't have a blog yet? What are ways then that you can promote your
Right,
network
because
marketing
this
business
is
now?
the biggest selling season of the year for most companies.
Right.
So don't despair. Like, well, I don't have a brand or a blog yet, and it does take time to build a following,
Yeah, it does.
and for people to get to know you. So that's not something that's going to happen overnight or this month or by Christmas. So don't expect it to. It's going to take time. So, okay, what do you do if you have a direct sales business and don't have a big following yet on your blog or don't have a blog?
What's the number
well,
one way
it's-
do you think is to build?
The
your...
number one way is to develop a relationship with your customers.
So customer service.
Customer
Interesting.
service, and just talking with them and getting to know them, asking them questions on your page. So you most likely have a Facebook page, and if you don't, go ahead and open a Facebook page for your direct sales business. And on there is where you can develop relationships. And even better than that is a VIP customer group. Those who have actually bought from you, add them to that. And then in those closed groups, there tends to be more interaction and more people getting to know you as a friend. And also they
Right.
see more of your posts than they would
Yeah, and
on
then-
a page.
And even in those groups, you want to also keep providing content. You could show different ways to use your product, like how-to videos or tutorials on how to use your product, and so then that's providing more helpful content and support to your audience.
Right, and have like fun stuff, like ask them fun questions about themselves, or best thing is give them stuff. Run fun contests or giveaways
Right.
on Facebook.
And it's much easier to get someone who has bought before to buy again than to find a whole new customer, because when someone's bought once, it's much easier for them to buy again. That's just from like psychology, and a lot of different studies have shown that to be true.
Right. Hopefully they'll love your product and want to keep coming back, and they'll
Right. Well, yeah, if they
they'll
don't like
stick-
your product, then they probably won't buy again. So
Right.
they like
Make
your
sure you're
product, yeah.
selling a good product. If
Yeah.
you don't like your product, you might want to look elsewhere, because there's a lot of good stuff out there
Right.
that you can sell, or your own product. But make sure you're giving good customer service. Go above and beyond. Go the extra mile for them. That goes really far.
Right. Send out thank yous
Thank
to
yous.
your audience.
And do
your
email
customers.
thank yous, and even better, our handwritten thank yous. And should we tell them our secret weapon? Our secret?
Sure, I
thank
guess so.
yous.
We can share a secret since you guys are special.
Have your kids write those handwritten thank yous for you. That
Well, it works for us too, since
especially-
we're
homeschooling.
that's kind of part of our brand, is we're a family-owned business, so that definitely works for us too, is having.
They're learning handwriting skills. They're learning spelling. They're learning care for others, and
Plus
they're
you
they're
get
being
nice
part of
handwritten
the family business. That's a way they can participate. And for some strange reason, the customers who've received the handwritten thank yous from our kids, and the younger the better, the messier the handwriting actually works
yeah.
better in our
They're
favor.
always concerned about their handwriting not being
Everyone's
good,
like,
but-
no, it's great,
Yeah.
they'll love it, and they do. Those are the customers that get those thank yous are the ones that end up ordering again.
Right.
And I remember that last one, he was probably 6 or 7 at the time when he sent out this thank you, and like the next week we got a $100 order from this customer that he'd sent a thank you to. So we kind of gave him a little reward, saying,
Right.
hey, look how this is related. What you did, your work you did for the family business has paid off.
Right.
So yeah, he got some chocolate or something for
Yeah, I
that.
think
But
yeah, candy or something.
but that's our secret weapon. That tell no one, because that's our secret. But you can
You can use that too. for your
right.
business.
So in your email, you'll want to give them different links on how to stay in contact with you and follow you. But it's that handwritten
Right, links
one
to your
that
group.
just
Yeah.
goes the extra mile and shows your customer that you really do care about them and you really appreciate their order and you appreciate them being a customer,
Right.
right? So I think we've talked quite a bit, but even, you can do giveaways.
Giveaways on other blogs too, if you don't have a blog yet. Giveaways in Facebook groups.
Right, or your page, right? Just make sure you follow the Facebook rules, which are always changing for giveaways. Right now, you can't ask people to like your page or share your post for an entry, but you can ask them to like your post or comment on your post for a giveaway. And that's still pretty effective. Their friends will see that, and that helps spread the word about your product, and is a good thing to do. But just keep check Facebook rules before you do that.
And finally, would you
email
say
list? Have you talked about email?
you kind of mentioned that? So yeah, so
but it'll be separate.
Right.
Just
So
for your,
yeah. So even if you don't have a blog yet, you should still be building an email list of your customers that have already bought. So then you can send them out information when you have sales and things like that, or giveaways to your email list. But then also then I guess our last thing would be the Facebook parties.
Yeah, that's another thing you can do if you don't have a blog. That's a great way, especially in the Christmas season.
So what is a Facebook party?
On your page, you will create an event, and then it's good if you get a hostess who can invite her friends to your party, and she can earn the rewards from your company for doing that. And it's a way to.
So one of your friends on Facebook would host a event on Facebook that talks about the product.
Right. That's a good way to get sales and without needing to have your own blog. Another really effective online way.
And it's good for introverts, right, too? Because you don't have to host a party at your house. It's like
right. It's easier to get hostesses and easier for people to come out. They don't have to leave their house and get dressed up and go out. So it's something, everybody can do, even if you're home. You can do that. And someone wrote a comment, but I don't have my reading glasses on. I can't read the comment.
Yeah, that's great job, Rosemary. That's definitely a good plan to start that blog as soon as possible. So, yes, holiday season's pretty busy. So after that's over, it's a good plan.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we got a lot going on too. I can't believe I'm actually sitting here right now doing this because my daughter is getting married
on Friday.
Friday, which is that 3 days? So
today's Tuesday, right? Yeah.
So we're like just.
So I'm gonna be starting my own business here to my own blog, and not sure when I'll start that yet. Probably it might end up being, I don't know. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be after the holiday season too for me as well. So it's a good plan.
Yeah, sometimes you feel like you have to do everything at once, and you can get overwhelmed thinking, oh my gosh, there's all these things I have to do, and I have to do them all right now. And you don't have to do them all right now. Sometimes it's fun to dive in and just like go crazy and do it all at once if you have the time to do that. And sometimes that's pretty effective, just to go all out and just go all in and do it. And sometimes that works the best, but maybe do that in January.
Yeah. And Donna, I would say you should use WordPress. That's the best to use because you actually will own your site in that case versus the other ones that are out there. And
can you read, or the sun's shining?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see. All right, so I guess that is it for today. And if you have any more questions, leave those in the comments. And we'll also post a link to the 10-day attraction marketing bootcamp if you want to learn more strategies for online business and attracting customers and growing your downline online. That's a great course, and it's free, so we'll post a link to that. And otherwise, we will see you again tomorrow.
All right. Bye, guys.